Hi there and welcome into my channel. I'm just in here. I've got a wee haul. It's not a huge one, so we'll get through it. I got some of these off at Amazon today. They're oh gosh, round nose pliers. Couldn't think of the name there. Round nose pliers for doing different various sizes. A great big thick one and a wee thin one. And I got these because I've bought thick 100% pure copper bars. These are rods actually, and I'm going to make myself some more bracelets. I haven't made bracelets for ages, so I'm going to make some copper bracelets. So I think they were about £16 off of Temu. No Temu, sorry. Amazon. I think that's all I've got off of Amazon. I think everything else here is a Temu post, and I'm going to cut this bag so it's no rustling. Yeah, I'll just cut it right up there like that. I need to move these things because I've been making some stuff. Give me a wee second. Right, this here is holographic cold laminate. Film. Now I've got this in A6 pieces, and I got like 50 A6 pieces for a couple of £. But see if you want to do a bigger thing, which I am wanting to do with my hunky-dory Christmas stuff. God almighty, I can't get it open. Anyway, look, see it? See it there? See it holographic? That's what it is. It's A4. I think there's so many 100 inches. I'll probably need to cut a layer of the thing to open that. And here I've got a couple of rolls of red liner tape. Last week I bought a roll off of Amazon. See that? Almost exactly the same. This is electrical tape, so it's no good to me. So I've got 4 or 5 rolls here. And I think there's 25 metres on each, so let's see if it's any good. Let's see if it's, well, it's sticking to the bag. Yep, I would say that's stickier than the stuff I bought off of Amazon. Definitely. I would probably even go as far as to say it's stickier than the hunky-dory stuff. So I'll see if that turns the paper a dodgy colour, and if it doesn't, I'm going to buy more of that. Some red and white twine, baker's twine for Christmas. And put these in here as I'm talking. I got the Christmas poinsettia die set. So I was needing that. And this is a beaded spider kit. You know these beaded spiders that we're doing? Well, I already bought a kit, but there's absolutely no instructions whatsoever. But before I came on here, excuse the bumping, I made this spider. And I know it's got 4 different legs and all that. This is just beads I had kicking about in the house. Well, not in the house, in my craft hut. And I like the bodies bent up. So I do. So that was one that I trialled. Obviously I would do the legs better, but I wanted to try it and see. So anyway, I bought this kit. If I'd have known it was coming today, I wouldn't have bothered doing that one. I would have waited and just done this one. But hey ho, it's blacks, reds, yellows and greens. So, but these beads are absolutely minute. And my wee arthritis fingers don't like tiny, tiny things. Right, frames. I bought some frames in the range the other day. I think I showed you them in a haul. I was waiting on these ones coming. This is for a Christmas project for the hunky-dory stuff. I also bought some 8cm domes. I think there's 20 in there. They were just a couple of £. Less than a £5 anyway, I know Here's a load of, this is a kind of 3D embossing folder and it's just snowfall. A lot of this is in relation to the Hunky Dory. I've bought this arch die because you get a lot of arch shaped toppers in Hunky Dory. So I thought maybe making a card that shape or something. And I didn't have an archway, which is unusual because I think I've got everything else. There's 2 different sizes of candy canes coming up to Christmas. Thought they would be handy. And this is the Christmas foliage. It's got kind of shadow holly leaves, your pine needles, and like your fir tree. So I thought that would be quite good. I bought some more foliage the other week there, and that actually looks like a big version of the exact same one almost. That. It's the same idea. So that should be good. I've got loads and loads of gold beads for the Hunky Dory. You know, the half pearls self-adhesive. So I get 3 packets of the silver. And here's the gold ones that I use. It's exactly the same maker. I just bought the silver version. So they will come in handy, I think. Mind you, there's no many of the Hunky Dory stuff. I'm sorry if I'm bumping this camera tonight, guys. There's no many of the Hunky Dory stuff comes and it's got silver foiling on it. This is a snowfall folder. Starts up thick and goes to fine for my Christmas crafts. Here is some stamps. It's just small stamps for tags and things. Have a blessed day, love. Oh, to from. I think that was why I bought that. To do my reusable tags. I showed you some of them last week, so I'll get them finished off. This is a Christmas bauble die, and I bought that because I've got the dies that cut out the backing for these to make treat domes. So that was why I bought that, because it was quite big. This is a 6-inch die, I'm sure. Let me see. 13 centimetres, so it's like a 5.5 inch die for the Christmas bauble. And I'll use the die that I've got for cutting that out and inside. I'll do that as a project with these. So that's them. These are witch dies, almost like the silhouette dies for Halloween. And there's the 4 of them on there. Actually, when I chose that, I thought you had to choose, but I've got them all. Wobblers. I've never bought wobblers before. I always make my own, but I think they were like $2.89 or something. And there's either 30 or 50 in it, so I thought that was a good buy. Next thing is, you'll get the numbers off it here, guys, is parchment paper. And I was going to get some off of Hunky Dory website. But when I looked at it, it was really quite dear. It was like £15 or something. And I thought, oh, hold on. Let's have a look elsewhere. So let's see what the quality of this is like. It's actually just the same. There is no difference whatsoever. Let me see this if it will go white as well. I'm going to put a wee bit of card underneath it, because it might go white as well. Yep, it does. Exactly the same. You might not see that now. No, you don't see that. Maybe if I put my hand behind it, you'll see it. See it going white? And I just rubbed that there, a couple of rubs with that embossing folder, as you've seen. So that will be really good embossed in your embossing folders. Now, I've done another technique with my embossing folder there today. I've videoed it tonight there. I will show that at some point tomorrow. Brand new technique as far as I'm concerned. Never seen it done before. So you can let me know if you have when I show you it. And last thing is some foam tape. Now guys, this is microfine foam tape. I think it's like 2mm or something. And it's a lot finer than I was expecting. But I have to say, this is a happy accident, this one. Because normally you have to cut your tape all up. You know, you have to cut it into wee thin strips and all this carry on. But I don't know how easy this is going to be to use, because it's a wee bit of a faff getting it out this bag, actually. There we go. I think the inside's coming out a wee bit. There you are, it's back in. But look how fine that is. Can you see that? It must be 2mm. Must be. An 1/8. Possibly 3mm. We're not going to fall over 1mm, guys, but that is super fine. That's the thinnest foam tape I've ever seen. Let's see if it's sticky. Yep. Yep. Pretty good, pretty stick. And that'll do for the shakers. Because a lot of these treat die shakers, they are really quite fine. The edge that you get to work with is really quite fine. So there we go, folks. That's another wee haul for these. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked that. If you liked the video, please give me a wee like and subscribe. Tell your friends where we are. I'll be back on tomorrow. I am doing a tag for Handmade by Shirley. And I'll put all the tags and things like that, all the hashtags and links and stuff on that. And we'll see how that goes. Here we go, get this open. Oh, help. Help. There. Right, there's a wee piece of tape holding it closed here. Right, so there you are. It's like, this one is like the stars. And it looks okay to me. Let's see what we've got here. Don't go with these scissors because they're absolutely rubbish. So they are. Right, there's your normal shiny. Let's see about putting a bit of this on. Now it is going to run off the edge in that, folks, but don't worry about that. And bear in mind, this was just a wee odd bit of card that was lying. And a quick snip. And it's got the piece of sellotape on it. But look. Yeah, cold laminate. It really is quite nice on a project. Well, this is quite good, this one, because it will peel off, but it's, I mean, that would wipe off with a wipe. But anyway, you don't want to be doing that. So there you go. That's that. Okay, folks, I'll see you all again the next time. Bye.